Hey guys, here, and if you're familiar with that intro song, then you've probably heard of FFTCG Authority. So this guy is like the Akashic Records of Final Fantasy TCG. So if you want to learn about card collecting, definitely check this guy out. He hasn't posted in a long time. He's like the Avatar, he disappeared when the world needed him most, but the stuff that he did leave behind is really good content. So I'm going to be borrowing his torch for this episode. I want to do my own little, card chat. So today we're going to be talking about basement grading companies. So we're going to discuss, should you grade your cards with them? Should you buy these kind of slabs? All that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of pros and cons to using these companies. And as you can see here, we do have a no-name 10. I don't even know the name of the company, so not gonna, I know it says it on the slab, but I could care less. So honestly, for me, there's a lot of opportunity in both using these companies and buying cards from these companies. So one thing I will say is that for me personally, I do not trust these grades at all. So as you can see in this corner right here, it kind of looks like there might be some damage on the card, even though this is a 10. So some of the opportunity though is that you can get these for really cheap. Like, as you know, this Cloud is one of the top Final Fantasy cards, the Cloud A001. So we picked this up in this 10 for I think like $80 cheaper than you can get it for raw. So we got a really good deal on that. And honestly, we're going to crack this open and send it to PSA. If it's gradable, we will see. So at the end of this video, I'm going to crack it out and show you the condition of the card, so you can check that out. In the meantime, I'm just going to show off like some Opus 1s that I've been picking up recently, or just Final Fantasy in general. I've been playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake recently, and they made Jessie way too cute in that game, so I picked up a ton of her cards, as you're about to see. But yeah, anyways, so to start this off, I guess we'll start at the very beginning. Should you grade your cards with these companies? So for me personally, I'm gonna have to go with a hard no. There are some pros, some cons. So one of the big reasons that you might be tempted to send here is that it's cheap, right? Like if you want to send with PSA right now, you're coughing up $50 a card, and that is not cheap. It's actually like really limits the amount of cards you can send. So that is one factor, and then time would be the other factor. So for CGC right now, which is a well-respected company, you're paying $15 a card for bulk, but you're waiting 3 months to get it back. So for the 3-month turnaround, you might want to just use one of these no-name companies and send it for about $10, maybe wait a month, even a couple weeks. So it's a lot faster and it's a lot cheaper. So if you're churning and burning cards, I do know some people doing this. For me personally, I don't like being stuck with like dead stock, and I feel like that is what's going to end up happening to these once the big companies open up lower tiers. So I mean, we'll have to see, only time will tell, but yeah, those would be the reasons for sending there. For me personally, I have to go with a no. Like I said, once PSA opens up 10, once CGC opens up 10, and once BGS opens up like 15, 25, whatever it was, there's no way anyone's going to be sending to these companies again. So if you want to risk it, I'd say go for it, but for me, I'm all set. Now, let's talk about should you buy these cards, because this is actually a really interesting topic. As you can see, obviously, from this card right here, I personally do buy them if I can get a really good value on it. So, like I said, I purchased this for cheaper than raw. Now, when you can get it for that cheap, one thing you can do is crack them open. And that is what we are about to do right here. So we're going to jump over to that and show you how it goes. Alright, and here we are. So I just cracked it off camera because obviously I wanted to focus on not damaging the card. But it was pretty easy, I just pried open the top and it came out pretty easily. So there's the card, and on the back I did notice that there's a little indent in the top of the card, which is not good, but the damage that we saw in the corner that I thought I saw through the slab, It was actually not damaged, so it was right there, and obviously you can see there's nothing there, so that's good news. I'd say overall, if I was to guess, I'd say like PSA 9, which is not great. You know, we were hoping that we could crack this and get a PSA 10, but it happens, you know, that's all part of the game. And for me personally, so would I have sent this card to a no-name company? For me personally, no. I am still happy that I bought it because, like I said, I got a really good deal on it. So if you keep your eyes peeled for auctions of these, you know, no-name grading companies, not just this one specific one, right? There's a lot of different companies out there. There's now like dozens and dozens of them. So you just got to keep your eyes peeled for auctions or cheap listings, and yeah, you might be able to score a really good deal. So that's one option you could take with this. And if you do send your cards there, I hope you sell them really quickly and for a good price, because I think that when PSA opens up low tiers, those things are just done for. So yeah, just my opinion, but hope you guys got something out of this. I know it was kind of rambly. I haven't really done a video like this before, so if you guys have any thoughts, you know, what's your strategy? Are you gonna, you know, maybe start looking for these kind of cards? Maybe you're gonna try grading with them yourself. I don't know. So yeah, just let me know, and see ya.